guys, we are back with another song by Eminem. And which one are we doing today?
Today we're doing Guns Blazing, featuring Dr. Dre and I think it's Sly Piper.
I don't know if I know this. But again, we always go through this. Like, you've shown me this album, so I've definitely heard it before, but I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, so this is interesting. We did Favorite Bitch yesterday,
Yes.
and at the beginning there was somebody talking, and that was Sly Piper. So Sly Piper sings the chorus on this, but remember yesterday I was like, I don't know who that is.
Yes.
This is who it is. He does the hook on this song.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm actually not sure. I'm not actually gonna give you any info in case you don't know this song at all. It'll just be a real reaction then.
Okay. That
So
sounds good.
we'll do what we normally do. We'll listen, we'll break it down, and all that.
Okay.
S-
And this video is sponsored by Carnivore Snacks. Carnivore Snacks is one of my absolute favorite meat snacks ever. This is their bison sliders. They're new. My favorite ones are the lamb sliders, but I honestly love every single product that they create. They're absolutely delicious. They're all like eating meat potato chips, which sounds weird, but it's probably the best snack in the entire world. And you really should try it if you haven't. It is Joe Rogan's favorite snack, as posted on the website. He really does say that. And just literally amazing. If you haven't tried them, use our coupon code right here. It's with Smith. You will save 15% off your very first order, and the link is in the description below. We're also sponsored by SeatGeek, which is a great website to get tickets for comedians, concerts, sporting events, anything and everything. And it's just a super easy and simple experience. And you can use our coupon code with Smith and save $20 off your very first purchase, which is a really good deal for tickets. And the link is in the description below. And also, follow us on social media channels if you want to. That is our username for everything. That's it.
All right. So,
Oh, oh yeah, no. Sorry, I forgot. Ignore me. Just ignore me.
so as I said, this is Guns Blazing. This is track number 7 off of Eminem's Music to Be Murdered By, side B. So here we go.
It's time to face the music, a state of execution, no more distribution.
The fuck you doing?
You did this to me. I'm right back on my bullshit, right back out in these streets. Just remember that you did this to yourself.
Yeah, you did it to yourself.
Now you gotta suffer the consequences.
Back up the bat and swinging for the fences.
Remember that.
Let's make one thing clear. Here, my dear, my resolute for this year. No pollution, fresh air. My solution, long hair with a fat ass. I'm dead ass. Mile High Club till I jet lag. Raw steam flow, casino, and you just like ginger. We know, single Negro, I don't need Joe.
Double standards and hypocrisy.
And that fake hand holding on Father's Day. You a different motherfucker when you're not with me. Been sleeping with the enemy, mockery. It's like I'm John F. Kennedy, shots at me. Yes, I'm president of debauchery. None of that bullshit ever got to me. Cause yo, pillow, Brillo, ditto. Breaking this shit down little by little. I ain't got time for the fucking pom-pom, so I never let this dog out of that kennel.
Wasting time debating about who I'm with when I'm not around.
Just don't forget who you fucking with when stepping on hollow ground.
You did this to me.
Okay. That's going to be the only pause of the song.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a quick one.
It is. Very short song.
Yeah.
So do you recognize this?
Yeah.
Heard it.
Cause did I ever say guns blazing in the song?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's why. Cause I was like, I can't think of a song that says that, but I've heard this. You play this sometimes.
Yeah. So it's interesting. We've discussed before, Dr. Dre he is a rapper, but he's known for his producing.
Yeah.
It's open, he never tried to hide the fact that other people sometimes write raps for him. So on the songs with Eminem, Eminem writes a lot of his stuff. This verse, though, is very personal and specific to his life that I actually wonder whether he wrote this one or not.
Maybe.
So the context is it's very direct. He doesn't say any names, but at this time he got divorced from his wife of like I don't even know, 20, 30 years, something like that. I forget.
Jeez.
So he's direct shots at his ex-wife at this point, like freshly, like they were like just getting divorced. So it was wild. Okay, so the song starts off with Sly Piper, who again I wasn't familiar with until this album.
He has a good voice.
He does. So it starts off saying it's time to face the music, a stay of execution, no more distribution, and you hear the fuck you doing.
Okay.
So in the context of what we know about the song, it sounds like that he's Eminem and Dr. Dre, they're speaking to their exes, right?
Okay.
So it sounds like this chorus applies to those girls saying like it's time for you guys to face the music, right?
Yeah, like it's over and
But
whatnot. I don't really know. It's kind of like, so anyone going into the song and not knowing it, you have no idea what he's talking about here.
but now that I'm thinking about it, okay, if you got to face the music, it's like okay, it's time to pay the price, but then a stay of execution means that you don't get executed. So that's confusing me. A stay of execution. So like if somebody's on death row and the governor will be like, oh, the governor will call and they'll like pardon them, be like, oh, a stay of execution. So like
You'll be
it's
honest, I don't know what the fuck that means.
interesting. And then no more distribution. I'm not
Food
actually so it
distributing.
rhymes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's distributing bullshit or something maybe.
Oh,
And
maybe.
then the fuck you doing?
Self-explanatory.
Then the chorus. Well, yeah, I guess it is the chorus.
Yeah, no,
It
definitely.
says, you did this to me. I'm right back on my bullshit, right back out on these streets. Just remember that. You did this to yourself. And then Dr. Dre says, yeah, you did it to yourself.
So that makes sense, like a breakup. Like you did this to me, like now that we're done and the way that you hurt me, I'm back to who I used to be.
Yeah.
And then if you feel bad about it or wish you didn't, well, you did it to yourself. Like you caused this.
Yeah, I'm single now. This is what it is. All right. Then he continues. Now you got to suffer the consequences. Back up to bat and swinging for the fences. Remember that.
So same sentiment.
Yeah. And then the back up to bat, meaning like out in the field again, you're playing, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So like
playing the field.
swinging for the fences. So hoping to get a home run. So it's interesting. You could take it like he's saying to his wife, like, oh, now you're back up to, so you're the one that's single out there, and now you're going to try to find another home run like me,
Both of
that's so
them,
rich. Yeah.
right?
He says, remember that. So, okay. So then Dr. Dre has the first verse. There's only two verses in the song, one from Dr. Dre, one from Eminem. He says, let's make one thing clear here, my dear. My resolute for this year, no pollution, fresh air. My solution, long hair with a fat ass. I'm dead ass.
So his resolution is he's done with bullshit and he just wants a girl with long hair and a big butt.
Yep. He's like, that's
He's
it.
like, that'll make me happy.
Yeah, I'm single now. I'm not worried about any of this bullshit. Just a new chick. That's really it. And
Or just any one, like maybe not necessarily a new relationship, but just
yeah, just to hook up with.
women in
Yeah, yeah.
general. Yeah.
And then no pollution, fresh air, meaning like the drama, that was going
Yeah.
on with his wife. Because from what I recall, she was with Dr. Dre like very early on. Like I think even the NWA days. So like she was entitled to like a lot of his money, I think, because they were together for so long. So Dre continues. He says, "Mile High Club till I jet lag, Rothstein Flow Casino, and you're just like Ginger. We know, single Negro. I don't need your yo." And then it's double standards and hypocrisy. So it's weird that line is finished by. I don't know if that's Sly Piper. It's weird. He like finishes it for him.
Maybe. So yeah, it's kind of the same sentiment as, the girls with the big butt and the long hair, Mile High Club. Like he's just gonna be having sex with numerous women. Rothstein from Casino, he's the one with all the money. That's the one who's played by Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
And then Ginger is the one who's dating. They were dating. They weren't married.
No, they
right?
did get married.
They were married.
His wife, yeah.
She's married to Robert De Niro, but then like that creepy guy,
James Woods' character. Yeah.
he just keeps messing it up. But she's like a drug addict, and she's like in love with him.
And she's a gold digger. Like
yeah,
so,
she's just with Robert De Niro because he has money. She's really in love with that other loser.
the ironic thing, the crazy thing about that movie, it's such a great movie. when he meets her, he knows that about her, and she doesn't hide that. She's like a hustler, you know what I mean? She's just trying to get money. That's it. She's a straight up gold digger. She doesn't keep that from him, and he doesn't care. And he has to marry her, and she's like, no, he's like open that like she's still in love with this dude, and she's not interested in him like that. But he's like, I don't care. Let's just get married. And then ultimately she takes him, you know what I mean? He gives her the key to the safe, she steals it, the money for
Which,
their
when you
kids and
really
stuff.
think of like the whole meaning and just the way Robert De Niro's character is, I don't really think that it's a good thing to be like comparing yourself to fresh off of
You're kind of like
being
a sucker.
divorced. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was. I mean, he was cool. He had like a
Rich.
great personality in the movie. He was like, cool guy, but just a sucker to that girl
It's based off a true story
who was
too.
then a sucker to the James Woods guy. So essentially, Robert De Niro was a sucker to the James Woods guy
Yeah,
until they fucked him up.
so it is loosely based off a true story. Ace Rothstein. And yeah, you're right. That's a good point because yeah, he owned all these hotels. He was very powerful in Vegas. He was linked up with the mob and stuff, but when it came to his personal relationships, he was I don't even know if you call him a sucker because he didn't fall for anything. He just thought he could change her. You know what I mean? I guess that makes him a sucker. You know what I mean?
And not only thought he could change her, he clearly didn't because she would be like, I don't love you,
Yeah, of course.
basically.
She's
And he'd be
crying
like,
on the wedding day.
Key,
Yeah.
be with me though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a good movie, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
he was just comparing him to his money flow,
Yeah, all that.
and comparing her to Ginger.
And being a gold digger.
So did she cheat on
Love
him?
the money. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She even cheats
She
on him with
cheated?
Joe Pesci.
No,
Remember?
I'm talking about Dr. Dre's wife.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I
You're
don't
like, she cheats on him with Joe Pesci. I was like, geez.
not I don't know. I don't remember the exact
Because that would
circumstances
make sense why
of their
he's
divorce.
comparing her to Ginger.
Could be. And then, yeah, so he's saying, single Negro, I don't need your double standards and hypocrisy. So he's taking shots at her like, his ex wife, you have double standards and you're a hypocrite. Not sure exactly what it
So he's
is.
comparing her because she's a gold digger. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
calling her a gold digger. Right.
Then he continues, and that fake hand holding on Father's Day, you a different motherfucker when you're not with me, been sleeping with the enemy, mockery. It's like I'm John F. Kennedy, shots at me. Yes, I'm president of debauchery. So this is very
They have kids.
interesting. Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah, they also had a kid that died a
that's
few years
sad.
back. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, yeah, they have a few
A
kids.
lot of relationships where like the child dies, they end up like not. Sometimes they end up not
Yeah, I
lasting.
know.
Yeah.
So this is what I was talking about where I was like, I don't know if Dr. Dre wrote this because it's very specific. So this and that fake hand holding on Father's Day. I mean, I guess he could relay that
Well,
information to a writer and they could put it in verse form, but that's obviously something that happened.
yeah,
Like
for sure.
they're not on good terms, but they're going out for Father's Day as a family and they're holding hands. Do you know what I mean? Make it
Yeah.
pretend everything's good.
Which isn't necessarily like if things aren't good, you shouldn't just like pretend like that for your kid because they're gonna think you're gonna get back together and then you don't.
Well, it sounds like I don't even know if they were broken up yet. You know what I mean? I don't know the exact circumstances of like at what point these things
I see what you
happened.
mean.
Like they might not have even been broken up yet. They could have just been struggling within the marriage before a separation or something, whatever. Either way, he says, that's the fake, they're faking the relationship. And
He
then she's different when she's not with him. And then
which
says,
could either be like she's nice when she's not with him, or she's like, I don't know what different means. You know what I
yeah,
mean? I
me
don't
either.
know
It's
if she
interesting.
treats him like shit and then she's great to other people or
Or she's sneaking
something.
around because the
Yeah.
next line has been sleeping with the enemy, mockery.
So she's
So
cheating.
so it depends. It could be literal sleeping, like having sex with, but sleeping with the enemy is just like say like you had somebody that you didn't get along with and like I was doing business with them or something. It's like, oh, you're sleeping with the enemy, you know what I mean? Like that's like a phrase that you could use. So
Um,
it's not clear to me.
if that person were a girl.
Either way,
Like
it could
in
be
his situation, if it's like her dealing with some guy who he doesn't like, then like, yeah.
yeah, it could be actual cheating, like an affair, or it could be involvement with somebody that he's not. You know what I mean? So again, I don't know all the specifics. I don't even know if it was leaked or all the story was out at the time, but we get what he's referring to there, right? And he feels he's being made a mockery of. And then he says, I'm like, John F. K. shots at me. So reference to JFK getting shot in the head, right? But then it's funny because he twists it. He takes I'm the JFK, and then he's like, I'm the president of debauchery. So it's like, so now he's flipping it on its head, like, oh yeah, I'm the president. You're taking shots at me, but now I'm the president of just fucking around, yeah,
Doing
getting
whatever the
fucked
fuck I
up, having
want.
sex, whatever it is.
Like,
All right. Then he says, none of that bullshit ever got to me, cause your pillow, Brillo, ditto, breaking this shit down little by little. I ain't got time for the fucking pom poms. Should have never let this dog out of that kennel.
so
It's an interesting
nothing ever
section.
got to me. That's self-explanatory. Your pillow, Brillo, like a Brillo pad,
Yeah, so your pillow, Brillo, ditto.
breaking this shit down little by little. I don't know why pillow, but like Brillo does break down like grime when it's cleaning.
And then this is ditto, which means like copy. You know what I mean? So, or
Or
also,
me too.
because your pillow, Brillo.
I don't get it. Is there an annotation?
Um, no, there's not.
Okay.
So if you're sleeping on, so I don't know how he means it. I don't know if you like a Brillo pad. You know what I
Well,
mean?
breaking the shit down little by little. So, like, essentially, like, the breakdown of their relationship. Like,
So,
maybe she's just sleeping in places with other people. Like, and if her pillow's made out of Brillo, then it's just, like, breaking it down. I don't know.
I'm
I
not.
don't get it. I'm trying.
Yeah, this line actually confuses me now that I'm reading it.
Let us know
You
if
ever
you
thought
get
about
it. I don't think we're gonna get it.
Is your pillow, Brillo, ditto?
But let's not waste time on it.
Yeah, breaking the shit down little by little. I ain't got time for the fucking pom poms. Should have never let this dog out of that kennel. Okay, so this line is a little confusing to me too.
Is she a cheerleader?
So yeah, I don't know if he's saying like this high school like girl type pom pom shit,
I'm confused.
and then never should let this dog out of that kennel. So he's
So
the
he's the
dog,
dog,
the
like he's gonna
kennel.
go run wild, do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah, I don't know if the pom poms is a reference to like a Pomeranian. I don't know.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I never heard anyone call him that.
I've heard that before.
Really?
I don't know if that's what he's referring to though. This actually, yeah. Now that I never questioned this part of the
Well, yeah,
verse,
because why would you?
I
Until
just
you
never thought about
actually
it.
like look at it and you're like, what does that really mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Help us
So
out, please.
whatever. He's like, we get the sentiment. He's like, I'm done with this bullshit. Now I'm a wild beast. I'm out there. I'm just gonna do whatever I want.
Yeah.
And then, oh, we did listen to this part. So it's Sly Piper and Dr. Dre wasting time debating about who I'm with when I'm not around. Just don't forget who you fucking with when stepping on hollowed ground. So this isn't clear to me if this is current day while they're separated, or if this is what was going on when they were still together. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I have no idea.
But we get the sentiment. It's like, okay, you
Yeah,
want to
like,
know who I'm with, you know what
yeah.
I'm doing when you're not around, but you know, just don't forget who you fuck. I'm me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then hallowed ground. I guess he's saying
You could fall in like the
so hallowed ground, not hollow.
oh.
Like hallowed, like holy ground.
Oh.
So I guess he's saying that the ground around him is holy. So you know what I mean? Almost like godlike.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
like
so like don't come near
don't
me.
forget who you're fucking with when stepping on hallowed ground. Like you know what I mean? Like you know what it is with me.
Okay.
I do what I want. All right. So we will let the rest of the song play out.
With when stepping on hollow ground. Cause you did this to me. Yeah, right back on my bullshit, right back out of these streets. Just remember that you did this to yourself.
Yeah, you did it to yourself.
Now you got
gotta suffer the consequences.
And sorry isn't gonna help. How many times have I got burnt and tried to act like I'm not hurt? Or take you back and we not work like clockwork. This shit is agony, you're dragging me. Glocks first, just remember you drawed first. You ain't toe tagging me, whole bag any blowback. You deserve, get the Bozak, bitch. My soul's blackening, so actually this could have been a lot worse. I could have name dropped you in my verse, but out of respect for your daughter, I won't blow your spot up. Cause your toddler does not deserve to get caught up in our dirt. And good luck with the father, cause you're stuck with him now. High word to the doctor. These are wounds you cannot nurse. Hope it's driving you bonkers that I'm not yours. Guess I must have got wise, you were not sly. Just cause you can make up an on the spotlight. I'm coming out, guns blazing, shots fired. And Santa, I'm cutting off ties. Bitch, everything you own's in a box. I guess it's back to the trailer and pop pies. Hope I pull up to the window with pop pies. One day and you'll be serving me hot fries.
You did this to me.
Taste of your own medicine, you shed the skin. Yeah, you reptilian, bitch, off of your knees. Begging for forgiveness. Yeah, look at you, marry him again, bitch. You and M's, bitch, it is regular hymns, bitch. We will never be together again, ever. And when you're in bed with him in wish you was with me, just remember that you did this to me. Yeah, now
Right back on my bullshit, right back out in these streets.
what you did.
Just remember that you did this to yourself.
Yeah, you did it to yourself.
Now you gotta suffer the consequences.
And sorry isn't gonna help.
Remember that
Michelle.
you did this to me.
Yeah,
I'm right back on my bullshit, right back out in these streets.
fuck around and make you
Just
famous.
remember that you did this to yourself.
Yeah, you did it to yourself.
Now you gotta suffer the consequences.
So when I'm hitting someone else and you
Wasting time debating about who I'm with when I'm not around.
Just don't forget who you fucking with when stepping on hollow ground.
Who's Michelle?
I know. I don't know.
It just sounds like she's just some random who's gonna make you famous, bitch.
This is very interesting.
Ew.
So it's weird. So, and he comes in on what sounds like an offbeat where he just starts rapping. It sounds like he's not supposed to come in yet.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, for a second, it sounds weird, but he perfectly gets onto the beat of the song. And like his flow, he like rides the beat incredibly. It's like very crazy.
Yeah, it's very good. Not many bars.
No, it's just like
Like one
similar to
line or
Dr. Dre.
something.
It's just like they're telling
Yeah,
a
like a
story.
story.
Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy because he comes in and it almost sounds wrong on the ear. It's like you're not supposed to come in yet, but then it's so good the way he does it. All right, so Eminem comes in, second and only verse. He says, "How many times have I got burnt and tried to act like I'm not hurt or take you back and we not work like clockwork?"
It's a common theme with Eminem and his relationships. It's unfortunate. But
Yes.
if this is about a real relationship and Michelle really is a real person, then I thought it was about Kim again.
Now they've been separated for so
No,
long.
I know, but it just always sounds like the same relationship issue all over
Yeah,
again.
for sure. Definitely. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's obviously like he's saying, the back and forth, and he does acknowledge and try to act like I'm not hurt. So he's letting it know like it does hurt him. You know what I mean? And then he says, "This shit is agony. You're dragging me. Glocks burst. Just remember you drawed first. You ain't toe tagging me, hoe bag. Any blowback you deserve."
So he's firing back and she's not gonna win in this. Like he's gonna win.
So he's saying like the shit is agony or dragging me. So it's like she is hurting him, you know what I mean? But he said now we both have our guns drawn, like you're saying,
Yeah.
and like, I'm not gonna let you kill me, you know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
you started this shit now. Don't be angry when, I win or I'm out there doing my thing and I'm done with you, whatever it is. And then he says, "Get the Bozak, bitch. Yeah, my soul's blackening. So actually, this could have been a lot worse. I could have name dropped you in my verse
Because he does.
at the very end."
Yeah.
But it's funny because he doesn't do it in the verse. He technically does it in the
It's
chorus,
like he
which
changed
is,
his mind.
yeah.
It's funny.
So yeah, get the Bozak, like ball sack,
Um,
Yeah. And then my soul's blackening.
Yeah.
So he's getting hardened and he's like, you know what I mean? He doesn't care anymore. And then, yeah, this could have been worse. I could have name dropped you in my verse, which, as we see, he goes on to do. "But out of respect for your daughter, I won't blow your spot up because your toddler does not deserve to get caught up in our dirt. And good luck with the father."
Okay.
So, assuming this is true and not because it's very possible this is art. You know what I
Well,
mean?
he blew it up anyway.
But what I'm saying is like assuming Michelle's a real person,
Yeah.
Michelle's the real name. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could be another name.
True.
It's possible this is true, but it is art. It could be completely made up, but
Or he could have just decided, fuck it,
yeah.
call her out.
So it's interesting. So this woman that apparently he's involved with has
Yeah,
a
because I mean, just saying her first name, I don't know who she is. Doesn't
yeah.
explain anything to me.
And
And I'm
then
probably not going to look it up. Maybe I will.
all we know is that she has a toddler, a daughter.
And a father,
Yeah,
baby
meaning
daddy.
he's not Eminem's not
Yeah.
the father. So he says, and good luck with the father. Bitch, you're stuck with him now. Ah, fucking ha. Word to the doctor. These are wounds you cannot nurse. Hope is driving you bonkers that I'm not yours.
So it's a good line. Word to the doctor. Wounds you cannot nurse. Doctor, nurse.
Yes. So you're stuck with the father now because assumedly the father was a deadbeat. That's why you weren't with the father and you were with me. But now
Mhm.
you're stuck with him because I'm not going to be with you anymore.
It sounds like she probably cheated on Eminem with the dad.
Maybe. We don't know.
Maybe.
Or maybe I'm going to leave him and then, you know what I mean? One of those things.
She like doesn't. I don't
Who
know.
knows? But then, yeah, like you pointed out, the doctor, nurse, obviously he meant Dr. Dre, but yeah, we get it. It's cool. And then I hope it's driving you bonkers that I'm not yours. So I hope it bothers you that I'm leaving you for good. Guess I must have got wise. You are not sly. Just cause you can make up an on the spot lie. I'm coming out guns blazing, shots fired, hand sanny. I'm cutting off ties. He does say guns blazing. I
Yeah,
forgot
you
that.
pointed that out
Yeah.
while it was playing.
Yeah.
Um, Interesting. You're not Sly. Like that's the name of the other guy on the song.
That's interesting. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
It said, so guess I must have got wise, meaning like I smartened up and I cut you loose. And then you're not slide just because you can make up an on the spot lie. So like that's a slick thing to be able to do, but you didn't fool me in the long run. And then coming out guns blazing, so that's the scheme again of we're taking shots at our exes. And then this is the one bar of the verse. The hand sanny, I'm cutting off ties.
Hand sanitizer, but
Yeah.
then like hand sanny. What does that mean?
So clean hands
No, I know.
because I'm cutting off ties with you. Do you know what I mean?
It's still not making sense to me.
My hands are clean because I'm done with you. I'm washing my hands with you, like
I
that
feel
type
like
of
there's something
expression.
else there.
Well, the ties, Tize, sanitize.
Oh, yes, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you already
Got
said
it.
that though. That's why I was confused.
No, but I wasn't thinking Tize. I was like, what is the cutting off ties part?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that's what I thought you were initially talking about was like hand sanitizer, the
I was just saying
ties.
he's shortening the word for some reason. Now I get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's a play on ties,
Yeah.
and then sanitize. Bitch, everything you owned in a box, bye. Guess it's back to the trailer and pot pies.
I like a Popeye.
Hope I pull up to the window at Popeyes one day and you'll be serving me hot fries.
I like
Let me
those
hear
things
you
too.
do this to me. So yeah, all her shit's in a box. Guess you're going back to being poor like you were. And then he explains that he hopes
Yeah, what
that
the fuck's she thinking?
he's going through a drive-through and she'll be working there.
What an idiot.
I know. Then he continues, taste of your own medicine, you shedded skin. Yeah, you reptilian bitch. Off of your off of your knees begging for forgiveness.
Self-explanatory in my opinion.
So yeah, when he says, so one day you'll be serving me hot fries, cause and the line is that you did this to me. He says, get a taste of your own medicine. So it's a little tie-in from serving food to a taste and then your own medicine and then reptilian. So if you're a snake, you know what I mean? Can't trust you.
There's like a lizard person.
Yeah.
Like
And
some political people,
then he said, off of your knees begging for forgiveness. Like, stop begging for forgiveness. I'm not going to give it to you. And then it says, yeah, look at you. Marry him again, bitch. You ain't M's bitch. You're just regular him's bitch.
So him is the baby daddy.
Yeah, that's what I assume.
Self-explanatory.
And he says, we will never be together again, ever.
Like Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it's funny. And when you're in bed with him and you wish he was with me, just remember that.
And then it goes into the chorus.
Yes.
Right?
So yeah, so you wish you're gonna be with him, but you really wish you were with me. So then it goes back into the chorus, which we already covered. So Eminem does ad-libs. He says, look what you did. And then, yeah, you did it to yourself. So this part's a little different, but now you got to suffer the consequences. I don't think that was in the first part of the chorus, the first time we did it.
Don't remember.
And sorry isn't going to help. So just remember that you did this to yourself. Sorry's not going to help. There's no making up, all that. And then he says, remember that, Michelle. So that's when he name drops her. You did this to me, and right back. Fuck around and make you famous. So that's Eminem's ad lib into the chorus after he says Michelle, who's obviously not famous. She's just a regular person.
Michelle Obama.
And then,
Kidding.
yeah, you did it to yourself. So when I'm hitting someone else and you're wasting time debating, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, and that's it. The chorus just goes. So that's the big part that we discussing before.
Yeah.
Michelle, he actually name drops her. Like, technically not in the verse. It was still in the chorus, which so he wasn't lying about that.
And we don't really have, I mean, I'm sure you could Google it, but I don't know who she is. And you know.
I don't either, but based on what he's saying, she's not a famous person. You know what I mean? It's just
she's
a
well,
normal person.
I don't know many famous people who are really poor.
Exactly. There's actually no annotations on this, which is interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. It might be made up.
Could be.
Yeah, but it's a good song. Talking about who won, I guess Eminem won.
Yeah.
Dre's was pretty good too. If he wrote it, he got very deep as well and very personal.
Yeah, even if he didn't write it, he delivered his lines really well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he came in, like you could really like feel his, feelings of like, oh fuck you, you know what I mean? I'm done with you. I'm moving on to bigger and better things,
Exactly.
It definitely got the message across.
For sure.
But yeah, it's a cool song. I like it.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yes.
But yeah, definitely check out Carnivore Snacks, SeatGeek. Follow us on social media channels if you'd like to, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.